I think my favorite thing is that most of our initiatives are employee-based and driven by the employees, and so we have a lot of room to explore their passion and give to the causes that the employees are looking for and want to contribute at. And so the entire company rallies around a cause whenever someone brings it up, and then we feel together as a community of SciPlayers that we did something together, and the employee themselves get the feeling of empowerment because they led this, and there's a lot of leadership involved in this. So that makes me really proud, and I think it makes the employees proud around those things.
Nonprofits in and of themselves need you in particular. You have a set of known and successful processes, right? So taking that and applying it to the nonprofit side is even, I would think it'd be even better for business because you're completely suited for it.
Oh yeah, we're getting into master's level nonprofit engagement here, but something we've talked a lot about is that, you know, some nonprofits don't know how to engage with companies and companies don't know how to engage with them. You know, it helps when you have a program, it helps when you have some structure, and it helps when you can mobilize people to serve the needs a little bit better instead of saying, meet me the way I serve. You know, that's why so many companies aren't engaged. They don't know how to ask, and they don't know how to meet the needs of the organization, right? They have to be coached.
Well, isn't that exciting? I would think for all of us that when you get an opportunity that comes to you and you're talking to a nonprofit for the first time and they say, oh, we don't even know where to start. We're like, oh, we do. Yeah. It's like the best feeling because you're like, oh yeah, no, this part we got. Let's get moving.
And that's what a fully mature level of engagement looks like to me. I'm not trying to impose my will on anything. We just have a conduit to get it moving faster.
It's always interesting that I was surprised when I learned how hard it is to give money away and to give services away. I always thought like that has to be the easiest job on the planet. I mean, just tossing out money. Yeah. It's a little more complicated than that if you want to do it in a way that's equitable, if you want to do it in a way that has strategy and meaning and that people care about. But it's exciting when you feel like you're starting to have that capability and somebody's asking a question and you're like, oh yeah, I've encountered that problem before and I have a solution for it and here's what you should consider. It feels good to have that as a capacity.
I think as such a large presence within the Central Texas community, it's our duty to give back to the nonprofits and the community in general, because I think it is, as a company, we cannot be successful without a community that is successful. So we want to send our employees out on our time and to show them, we can partner with organizations to showcase some different opportunities, but also empower them to go and volunteer at the organizations that they're very passionate about, whether that's through on their own time with their kids' schools or something with our summer day of service where we're booking up a whole month of opportunities for them to learn about food insecurity or homelessness. It's a really great way to expose them to different issues and then to give back in a variety of ways.
I think it's always a balance. I think efficiency comes when you can align your organization's mission to the nonprofits you support, whether through grant writing or looking at the missions and the outcomes themselves, but then letting the interactions be really, really deep and meaningful, both for the organizations that we support as well as for the team members doing it, because it is a great retention tool. And once you have that deep interaction, it's one more reason to stay and continue doing good.
The most important thing, we wouldn't be a corporation if it wasn't for what we do, right? And we want to help our communities. Like I said, we need to help the young grow. We want the people in college. We want to help people. And we would not be here if it wasn't for giving.
Obviously, with so many of us working from home during COVID, we did an awful lot of hiring during that period, and so when we all came back into the office, we didn't know each other as well as we normally would have had we been working together for the past 3 years. So we've really used these opportunities and done volunteer work together to get to know people from our own department or other departments. So definitely employee morale. Who does not love a company that gives back to their community? I mean, these are our neighbors, right? This is important to all of us.